Well, we have a worldwide crisis going on, and our country is being hit hard by the coronavirus, and we're trying to figure out responses to make sure that we stop the spread of it as much as possible. And to me, uh, this is the decision from the NCAA to cancel the tournament. So many of the sports franchises, the organizations have canceled or suspended, uh, and it's to me it's working together as a team. Right now, our opponent is this virus, and it's up to everyone in our country to be on the same team and to have respect for one another. And it would be good if we had one leader, a leader to tell us and coordinate all of this. It seems to me that it's not done that way yet, but certainly the cooperation of everybody is there, and we're fully supportive of this, and I applaud my president, Vince Price, for what he's done here at Duke. And it's a fluid situation, so you're continuing to look at things that you can do better to make sure that we help in whatever way we can to help control this virus. This is unprecedented. You can't look back and say, what did we do when this happened before? It did not happen before. And what happens in these situations, there are unknowns, uncertainties, and people have to make decisions based on that, and then keep open-minded about what transpires. This could be more long-term than we can even imagine. In that regard, there's tremendous empathy for the student athletes, especially the seniors. First of all, on the basketball teams, because it's at the end of their end of our season. March Madness, it's one of the really gifts that our country has that makes everyone feel better. And these are moments that these kids work hard for and live for. So great empathy for that. I feel bad for them. I also feel extremely bad for the spring sports, and they're never even able to have a season. And but again, these are very difficult times. I would hope that there would be some relief, at least for the spring sports, that people would be granted an extra year of eligibility, that the seniors would be able to come back, scholarship limits would be flexible in that regard, and if they want to, and I think it would be appropriate, although only about 20% of the NCAA men's basketball teams have made it. Most seasons were over already, to just take a look at what they would do with seniors. I think that'd be the seniors being eligible for spring sports is something that should be done, and I think when they do that, they should put on the table for discussion, what about the kids who are not able to finish their senior years playing basketball? I think the fact that it's happening to everybody really makes it somewhat easier to understand. It's tough to wrap your arms around it. My players are despondent. I mean, they love one another. They were having a great year. They're looking forward, just like a number of others. We're not the only ones. But when you see that it's happening to everyone, and really the empathy that you should have for the spring sports, ours pales in comparison to that, where you're taking away an entire season. But look, I applaud our administrators for taking this type of action. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows how long? It's paramount that we look out for the safety of our student athletes, but also that I think Jay Bilas said it the best way. We're global citizens. To me, nationally, we're on the same team. Let's forget about race, gender, nationality, or whatever. We are all on the same team in fighting this, and we should work together to make sure that happens.
Inside Basketball with Duke's Coach K is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling. By Reed's Jewelers, a proud partner of Duke Athletics. And by Gatorade. Win from within.
Gatorade Zero. All the electrolytes, zero sugar.
Level 3, huh? I have to start.
All day, baby.
NBA champion?
Boom, and I really care what my bump into. Bulldozer, make room. Write that pun for the tune. Wish they all had my leg room. Another deal, it ain't even noon. Tour Dior, or sit by the pool. I can do.
Hey!
Glad we not like that.
Gatorade Zero. Get more out of zero.
Continental Tires are built for the road that connects you to all of life's journeys. And for nearly 150 years, we've been developing tires to fit your needs. Each Continental tire is designed to give you precise handling and traction in all seasons, and a quiet, comfortable ride wherever the road takes you. You're at your best when you're doing what you really love. We're at ours when we're helping you get there. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Let's talk about math. Fuel points math. For every dollar you spend at Harris Teeter, you get a fuel point. 100 fuel points equals 10 cents off per gallon. 200 fuel points equals 20 cents off per gallon. 1,000 fuel points equals $1 off per gallon on quality fuel. And if you're shopping at Harris Teeter with your Vic card, your fuel points are already adding up. Check the bottom of your receipt. Harris Teeter Fuel Points, an easy way to save on fuel.
See harristeeter.com for details.
It's been, a crazy 4 years. Time's flown by with my guys here, and we're just sitting here and gonna walk through with you guys some of our favorite memories, from our time here.
All right, so now I've got a nice little selection of, photos that J-Rob's selected from over his 5 years, 5 years here. Nice grad student, old man. But first one is, right at the beginning for J-Rob, his freshman year. A bunch of the boys in the locker room. What does this one make you think of, Joe?
Well, the first thing it makes me think of is how sweaty we are, and just how much of a wake-up call coming here at first is. Y'all both know how it is. You come here, it's a whole nother level of workouts, the conditioning, the intensity of basketball, getting yelled at, and so that makes me think of the summer workouts and how hard they were, but then and how much I struggled my freshman year. But it also makes me think of how much fun we have in the locker room, because that's obviously a very goofy picture. We were a bunch of kids back then. We had a lot of freshmen in that picture, and we had a lot of fun. We were a close team. Every year I feel like I've got such good friends on the team, so that's what that makes me think of.
Now this one right here, I believe, is from Countdown for your senior year? This year.
I think that's this year.
Yeah, you got the hand tape.
Oh, yeah.
The signature hand tape.
Yeah, not my favorite, but it's the last Countdown. It was incredible. The Crazies were wild. I think I had Don't Stop Believing playing for that one.
Great song.
And that was it was fun. I had everybody singing along with me. Yeah, it was a good time. I think we got the win too in that Countdown. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was on your team too, I think.
I think so.
Let's go.
Oh, wow, I had leggings on. Rare.
This must have been your sophomore year, maybe?
Was it? No, junior. What did?
It was your junior year.
Yeah, my junior year. Y'all sophomore year. Yeah, we went to Pitt. That was a really fun game.
You went off this game
very early. Yeah, I hit, I think, 3 threes? Got a couple blocks, but that was a really fun one, because that was, I think, probably the first game that I had played earlier in the game, and had more extended minutes. And so I really got a chance to go out there, play, fight with my brothers, and go get a big win.
Jared, when do you not get a couple bucks is my question.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried. They never learn. They never learn.
Just look at, can we just appreciate the beautiful shooting form J-Rob has?
Is he good though? I have to feel like that.
Yes, what do you mean?
I wish I had your form.
I wish I had your form.
Sorry, Jeff.
I'm not mad. I see how it is.
I wish I could dunk like you, Jeff.
This photo right here is, what is today?
That was a couple
Wednesday?
days ago.
This is a couple days ago, this one. Yeah. Tell me about this one. Nice little ESPN interview.
Yeah, that was the first post-game interview I've had. Obviously, it was a really fun game. I was fortunate enough to play well that game, play a lot, and yeah, I don't know. I was a little nervous. Didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to talk about out there.
Did Cash help you out at least?
No, Cash handled himself well. He didn't help me too much though. But we got through it. We got through it. It was a fun one.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Y'all know me. I don't like interviews that much.
Man, a few words.
Yeah.
Here we are again from the same night. The classic.
I love dunking. And so, so that was obviously one of my favorite plays from the game. Yeah, just got the putback, I think, that time from Wendell's shot. And I knew I had to go up quick and just go punch it. I brought my knees up for some reason. I don't know why I tucked my legs.
That's my favorite thing about when you dunk, J-Rob. Like, you let people
know you dunk.
It's never just a quick flush. But
I just love how no one else is even bothering to get off the ground in this one.
No, they know.
They not to mess with that.
They know. So yeah, that was obviously a very fun game to play in. Got a couple dunks, a couple threes. Yeah, just a great night.
Here we are, man. Our boy. Shout out Antonio Brankovic, man. All the way in Croatia. What do you think of when you see this one?
That was last year, ACC championship. That just brings me back because that was our senior year. And so just how far we came, me and Tone, because he was my first roommate when I got here, which was a terrifying roommate to have. You just walk up in your room, there's this 7-foot dude, like 260. You're just like, whoa.
Like he came and showed me his room when I came and visited, and he walked out the dorm, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. And so, but I mean, with how intimidating he looks, you know, he's a teddy bear. He's the nicest guy. So, yeah, that's one of my best friends from here, and that was one of the best moments too. Winning the ACC tournament is always a great time. So winning the second one was even better. And so, yeah, that's a really good memory.
Shout out to Tone hooping in that tournament too.
Yeah, he was.
I know you'll remember.
He was hooping.
Now this one, this is big time. Yes. This is big time. J-Roll, give us some context here, mate.
So that was, I guess, right when they had told me that I got on scholarship. And so that was a very exciting time for me personally, but y'all got me there. I was not expecting this. I was meeting with Coach actually about it, and he was talking me through it, and I was signing the paper. And then I walked back into the locker room, and they had me with all the whipped cream and the water guns. And
I'll give you guys
it was a
another
mess.
look.
It was a mess. You can see they were very into it. Javin's face.
So happy.
They were very into this. They wanted to get me. They showed no mercy. The worst part was we had a workout right after that. We had a conditioning workout right after. So I was just covered in whipped cream and stuff. I had to shower and then go work out. Just
look at G, bro. Look at Grayson in the back with his glasses on there.
That was hilarious, but I mean, once again, just the fun times we had in the locker room, and just how close we are, how much fun we have together. That's a fun one.
Yeah, we have it.
Yeah, that was good.
J-Rob's memories, man.
Good memories. Been a heck of a time here.
Major auto accident. Let's do what we do.
Serious injuries. Clearly our driver's fault.
So what's the plan? Delay? Deny?
What?
They called the law offices of James Scott Farron.
I think you should handle this one.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
No, you handle it. No, I insist. You handle it.
The new Extreme Cash Scratch-Off has 400,000 cash prizes from $75 to $1,000. People are winning like crazy, so they hired me, the Cash Fairy, to deliver all the cash. With prizes starting at $40 and going up to $1 million, you can say I'm always on call. It's not always the easiest job, but it makes me feel all warm inside.
With over 109 million in total prizes, Extreme Cash is like magic.
Here's the truck you've always wanted, with everything you'd expect from America's best-selling pickup. Now, with an unexpected offer, get a premium leather interior and full bed liner at no extra charge. The luxury you want, an offer you can't pass up. But hurry, your chance to save on a limited supply ends soon. Now during Ford Truck Month, get $77.50 in total savings on select F-150s, plus premium leather and liner at no extra charge.
Point of Attack with Chris Patola, presented by Continental Tire. For what you do.
Now it's time to look back at last year's ACC tournament, and it's really an excuse to show a lot of Zion plays and really marvel at the phenom that Zion was in the 1 year he had here at Duke. And I think it's not talked about enough, the run that he went on, given the fact that he did miss the final 5 regular season games, the run that he went on in Duke's ACC tournament championship last season. He was spectacular, and it started with that Syracuse game. Zion finished that game with 29 points and 14 rebounds. He went 13 for 13 from the field. He was just dominant in that game. Then he comes back the next night against North Carolina, goes for 31 points, 11 rebounds. He was 13 of 19 from the field and ended up having a game-winning tip, that second Zion Williamson's second jump that he was so good at, ends up having the game-winning tip in that game. And then, after missing that stretch of games at the end of the regular season, he comes back for his third game in 3 days, goes for 21 points, 5 rebounds, 7 of 11 from the field to lead Duke in their ACC tournament championship. He averaged 27 points and 10 rebounds for the ACC tournament, which was the most points ever by a freshman in the ACC tournament. He finished the season as the Rookie of the Year in the league, the most outstanding player in the league, and he was the most outstanding player in the ACC tournament. He was the first freshman to ever do that. What a remarkable run he had throughout the entire season, but I don't think it's talked about enough for a guy who sat out all of those games and all of that time to come back and have the ACC tournament run that he had. Duke, defending ACC tournament champs. Zion Williamson, of course, a big part of that.
Well, you know, last year's tournament was really amazing in that with Zion being out for 3.5 weeks and really having like one practice, there's no continuity. That you can't build on anything, and it was miraculous, really, that how he played and how his teammates adjusted, and we were in some hellacious games, and we were able to pull things out at the end and win, and we still weren't able to get back to the level that we were before his injury during the NCAA tournament, but winning the ACC tournament was certainly a heck of an accomplishment.
Here comes Duke with 5 seconds left. Jason Williams penetrates the runner up. It will not go. Tip of it in by Nate James with 1.3 seconds left. A baseball pass to midcourt. Gibson fires at the buzzer off the rim, and Duke wins it 84-82 over the Maryland Terrapins.
You know, Coach put me in the game. I knew the play was going to be for Jason Williams to attack. He drives and he goes up, and it gave me the perfect opportunity, for the next play. I kind of saw the perfect bounce. I'm running in, for the offensive rebound, and I go up and I tap it in. It was a huge play, obviously, for us to take the lead and to come back from as much as we were down that game. But looking back and thinking about all these different moments, I'm just just so proud to be a part of the program, the brotherhood, and play with so many tremendous players and have so many amazing moments that I would cherish for a lifetime.
My junior year, we were in the ACC tournament, and we were playing, of course, you know, North Carolina, where you tend to remember those games because they're such big games. And I had been fouled, and I was going to the free throw line. And you know, you're in your head a little bit. You're thinking, you know, what if I miss? I want to make. Whatever, you know, pressure comes with those situations. I was someone that did think about those things, and we came to a timeout, and you're kind of expecting, you know, the intensity of the moment. And his response to the whole team, and specifically to me, he said it to the team, but he was talking to me, was just basically like, isn't this fun? And it took the air out of the balloon, so to speak, for me. And if I remember right, I made the free throws, so that's one I'll always remember.
And they've intercepted it. Bricky's got the ball. That's it. The Blue Devils have won it.
When ice water on your veins, you hit the icers there on the free throw line.
Well, it happened so fast. Robert came up with a great play. Kevin got that rebound on the end, and I was fortunate just to follow it, and he missed the layup, and I found myself with the ball, and next thing I knew, I was on the line.
Congratulations to the Duke Blue Devils, who win their third ACC Tournament Championship in a row, their 10th in the last 13 years, and their 19th overall, the most in ACC history.
ACC Tournament 2011. We had a rematch in the championship game versus Carolina. We went out there and just took it to them from the jump ball. We all had one common goal, and that was to be ACC Tournament champions. And at the end of that game, when we basically dominated them, I'm running towards Coach K on the sidelines, and he has this biggest smile on his face, and I basically just ran and jumped in his arms, and he jumped up probably higher than I did at the time, which was pretty impressive for Coach to get up. But for us to, for Kyle and myself, the seniors, that was our third ACC tournament championship, and we were able to get it done. It's a huge accomplishment, to win the ACC, and when you're cutting down nets, you're up there on that podium, holding the trophy, and it's an amazing feeling.
Hell yeah! Hampton Farms peanuts, roasted with delicious flavor inside the shell. Available in salted, unsalted, and Cajun hot in the produce section of a grocery store near you.
Why do I do what I do? Why do I give so much to helping total strangers? Why do I care so much about it? At Duke Health, we are committed to discovering, developing, and delivering the future of healthcare. The extraordinary is what we do every day, but why we do it is much bigger. I'm Megan, and you're why.
When we're born, we're more alike than we are different. Then somewhere along the way, we start to believe the more distant we are from each other, the more different we are. It's only when we venture into the world that we see all we share. Maybe that's the power of flight. Delta isn't flying just to bring us together, but to show we were never that far apart.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Thank you.
Think ahead, think advance. Get free testing and installation with batteries starting at $79.99 at Advance Auto Parts.
Hell yeah! Hampton Farms peanuts, roasted with delicious flavor inside the shell. Available in salted, unsalted, and Cajun hot in the produce section of a grocery store near you. "40 Years with Coach K", presented by Vivid Seats, official partner of the Duke Blue Devils. Don't get just any seat, get a Vivid seat.
High off the rim, no good. Rebound taken down And the Blue Devils win it. The Blue Devils win it. 75-69. They are Atlantic Coast Conference Tournament champions. And the confetti is flying, and there's a lot of excitement out on this court.
Well, the 4 days in 2017 to win the ACC tournament up in New York were 4 of the best days we've had in our program because of the caliber of play. You know, the ACC was just loaded, and to put 4 straight days of playing at that level was really magical. And you could see when we did win the excitement of our team, because we knew we had been hurt the whole year. You know, there was only one player who played that didn't have a boot on the whole year, and that was Luke Kennard, who had a sensational year. And so there was a lot of adversity, physical adversity, during that year, and to see it all come together for those four days was very, very fulfilling.
Working his way to left is Watts. He turned it over. Right to Jones, behind the back on Lawyer, who fell down. Trey Jones will lay it in, and a blocking foul is called. How about that move? He shook Lawyer to the deck, and he'll have a chance for 3.
Well, Trey has been the key to our team. His leadership, how he starts us on offense and on defense, and also his point production has had to go up. So he's improved in every area, and he touches every area of our team. And to have him be recognized like that is terrific. I think he's earned it. I also think Vernon's earned the being Rookie of the Year, first team All ACC. I mean, Vernon's had a tremendous year, and the two of them combined have been the foundation for our team the entire year. And we're really pleased to have Cassius also make the All-Rookie team, and I thought he was most deserving of that.
Meanwhile, Stanley flying in at the other end to thunder it down for 2.